And we are underway. Naheem McLeod wins the tip from Ryan Dunn. And the Orange in their traveling orange uniforms, whose high school is less than a mile from here. And then Chris Bell and Naheem McLeod, who we've seen, the big 7-foot 4-inch transfer from Florida State. He gets the lob. Easy to finish there when nobody's around you. Justin Taylor's pass nearly stolen. Mintz checks where his feet are, kicks it back outside Taylor. Shot clock down to 3. Bell puts it up and in. 5-0. Syracuse off to a quick start.
Before McLeod could get there. Again, the defense chasing the ball, but Virginia's still able to claim the defensive board.
Rhodey drive and dish. There to finish is Beekman.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed with a relatively young team. Those are 3 really good wins that they've had.
Isaac McKneely challenging the big man to the left-handed finish. Same starting 5 still on the floor for the Orange. Here is Mintz being hounded by Beekman. On second effort, can't get the roll. McLeod keeps it alive. Now Starling picks up Beekman and gets left in his dust. What a move by Reese Beekman. Bell caught in the corner, being hounded by Rhodey. Skip pass, Starling for 3. Got it.
Boy, and that's a piece of news right there.
Just a few miles from the Syracuse campus. Rhodey drive and dish. Done. Extra pass. McKneely puts it up. And in. Starling kicks it back. Taylor for 3. Nothing but net.
Down.
Mintz still looking for his first points, and as mentioned, going to break 4. The 5 Syracuse starters have scored. And Dan, that's a good sign for Syracuse that Mintz isn't having to do everything so far this afternoon. Here comes Gertrude to throw down his first.
Virginia's not noted as a transition team, but at the top of your screen, they just lose Gertrude. He's all alone.
Syracuse has missed 8 of its last 10 from the field. No surprise against this excellent UVA defense, number 2 in the country in points per game allowed. Benny Williams hunting his own shot, able to flip it up and in. Here's McKneely, the former Polka Dot from Polka, West Virginia. Yes, his high school nickname was the Polka Dots. And on cue, he nails the 3. And is it safe to assume, Dan, that for a program that played only zone for the last decade plus, Brown able to lay it in? Key recruiting spot for Syracuse, dating all the way back to the early days of the 60s with Dave Bing. Mintz has to force it up. McKneely got the defender in the air, finds some open ground, and nails the 3-pointer. UVA's defense is omnipresent.
You can't just catch and shoot, but take that side dribble and knock down the 3.
Rhodey with the steal. And the easy 2. UVA with its largest lead of the afternoon. Rhodey trying to penetrate on Taylor. Quick shot off the window for 2, which has picked up the pace, making 5 of its last 8 shots. Mintz got Beekman in the air, hangs in the air, and that is what number 3 does best. Beekman inside the foul line, keeps the dribble, puts it up. Tough shot.
That is a very tough shot. I think things do not always go according to plan.
No. Under 2 minutes to go here in the half. UVA trying to inch away. McKneely stops on a dime, turns and shoots over J.J. Starling. 7 turnovers forced so far today by that Virginia defense. McKneely, the cutter, drops it off for Bond. 38 seconds left in the half. Bond gives it back to Beekman. McKneely from near the logo. That's a new career high. Firing from downtown. What confidence for the sophomore from Bell and Taylor clear through. Here goes Mintz right to the bucket. And he lays it in with 2 on the clock. Well, Syracuse does a nice job coming out of that timeout to have something positive to go into the locker room with. Done. And once again, Jake Groves in the starting lineup for UVA. Rhodey, great fake. Terrific pass and an easy 2 for Jake Groves. Bell may have gotten away with the travel. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Starling, tough runner off the window for 2. in the first half. That's his first 2-point bucket. Beekman takes advantage of Taylor on the switch. Throws to the high post. Beekman makes the quick pass to the corner. Good job by Bell to cut off Dunn. Rhodey for 3. Taylor into McLeod. That cuts the lead back to 14. 16 was the largest difference so far today. He is getting closer, and that he'll be back on the court in a couple of weeks, starting the rehab process in terms of getting basketball ready. But his season is not over. J.J. Starling right to the cup.
He got the ball to Ryan Dunn, where he was able to make one of those athletic plays on the inbounds pass.
Groves got it.
So that's always a little bit of a challenge as well. You never know how those guys are going to react.
Here's somebody he has known since Starling was a kid, and J.J. Starling with a good bucket.
People weren't following the women's game quite the way they are now.
Well, up over our right shoulder, Dawn Staley's retired number 24 hangs here at JPJ, shooting it at better than a 60% clip today. Beekman missed it. Dunn kept it alive. Still loose. Dunn's the one who gets on the floor, and so Virginia has it to McKneely.
It kicks it out, and then McKneely, it seems like he hadn't missed today.
Buchanan also back into the game at the 5 position with the basketball for Virginia. McKneely, the step back 3. He is feeling it.
Game, this small lineup Virginia's playing, to be really effective, they have to make through. Virginia's just really turning up the defensive intensity.
And now with Beekman on the bench, Gertrude able to run the point. Here's Dunn. Just rising up for 2 more. Well, McKneely has had a couple of them deep, but not quite as deep as the fan who hit that during a recent timeout. Bond with his second flush of the game. Wauwatosa. Cuff puts it up and in. The former Kansas Jayhawk with his first 3. It's one thing to go zone, but you can't lose track of it.
The basket, and he elected to pass it.
Beekman for 3. And it's raining threes in Charlottesville for the Wahoos.
But just everything going Virginia's way at the moment.
Copeland lob it up. Malik Brown has to come down with it and then lays it in. J.J. Starling has come back on for the Orange. Quadir Copeland makes things happen on both ends for Syracuse.
Defense finally broke down.
Which is rare for Virginia. They play the shot clock to Medan on both ends as well as anybody in the country. Buchanan with the dunk. That's not a thing today against Syracuse. Into the act is Blake Buchanan. Buchanan from the high post. Rhodey finds the open man in the corner. Tane buries the 3.
Well, I'm telling you, there's obviously an unprecedented interest in women's basketball. It's great to see, and she's responsible for it as much as anybody. That's the first time Syracuse press has produced a basket. They get another steal.
Copeland, he'll have a chance for 3.
Way to go. But that's Gertrude makes a mistake.
Gertrude.
Oh, wow.
The reverse just goes off the iron. 3 attempts at the rim. Bond couldn't finish. Starling off a little head fake. A whistle on the shot that was good. Getting a foul against Virginia. Tane Murray misses from the right corner. Copeland goes up and over the Virginia player for that rebound. Bell can have the slow release, and Gertrude was waiting for it. There's a shot fake from Bell, who puts it on the deck and calmly knocks down the 2. And again, for the Syracuse fans who may still be with us right now, if you want to see Jim Boeheim's television debut with the ESPN family of networks, I would still say that was pretty good coaching on your part. Elijah Gertrude getting valuable minutes.
The Orange elect to stay back in the zone.
Buchanan from the foul line. Rises up nicely. The closeout by Malik Brown didn't affect him. Bell. And the stick back by Brown. He's into double figures. Only 2 Syracuse players.
Okay.
Starling buries it. His second made 3 of the ball game.
So he's got twice as many today as he started with.
Yeah. The teardrop. How about Tristan Howe for 2? Under Tony Bennett, only 12 times before this year had they scored 80 points in a game. And they are up to 84 and counting. Quadir Copeland. Well, this is the 3rd time this year the Hoos have gone for more than 80, and they win their ACC opener.
A very, very impressive performance. They're going to be tough to beat when they can make threes at the pace they made them today.